us.
Breaking news that we want to bring to you, and believe me, there is no news like this I ever want to have to announce, but this is savagery on a scale we have yet to ever see, even from a group called ISIS. That terror group is now circulating photos that appear to be the captured Jordanian fighter, pilot Muaz al-Kasabeh, being burned alive. Al-Kasabeh was captured when his jet went down over Syria in December, and last month he and Japanese hostage Kenji Goto were publicly threatened with death unless Jordan released an Iranian bomber, suicide bomber, who was being held on death row in Jordan. Jordan wanted proof that Al-Kasabeh was alive. Over the weekend, however, things changed, and the Japanese hostage, Mr. Goto, was beheaded. And now it seems Al-Kasabeh has also been murdered. And I do need to tell you that while those photos are circulating online, CNN has made a decision, as we have made in other cases as well, not to depict these images. There are many reasons why. Number one, they are terribly graphic. Number two, there is a huge argument to be made that ISIS is using the media to help get its message out and to help with its threat machine. I want to bring in Barbara Starr, a Pentagon correspondent who's live right now at the Pentagon. Barbara, this is just, I said it at the beginning, it's savagery like we have never seen before. I have seen the images. I thought they couldn't possibly be real, but the Pentagon now, I am assuming, has confirmed that they believe this is real.
No, Ashley, I have to tell you in all candor, the Pentagon, the U.S. government has not made that authentication yet, but at this point, perhaps no reason to believe they are not real. The U.S. government has regularly looked at all these videos and tries to come out with some sort of finding that they're authentic. You are right. This, I mean, let's be very clear, if there are young viewers, perhaps they should not be hearing some of this. It is graphic in ways that are very difficult to describe. CNN will tell our viewers that it purports to show the murder of the Jordanian pilot Muaz al-Kasabeh by essentially, factually, let us say, burning him alive. That is what the images show. We will not show them on the air. I think, Ashley, you're making the critical point here. Increasingly, the West, the U.S., coming to understand that these ISIS videos, these ISIS images, we call them propaganda, but a lot of concern, in fact, growing at the Pentagon that showing these images just falls right into ISIS's hands. It allows them to control a narrative of horror and terror and complete and utter misery. No reason to think that these images are not accurate at this point. But again, the U.S. government, the Jordanian government, will have to make the determination that they are authentic. They are just too horrific to show and describe. King Abdullah of Jordan actually is in Washington today on a pre-planned visit, meeting with a number of officials in Washington that had already been planned. He was expected to attend the National Prayer Breakfast here in Washington later in the week. We will see in the coming hours if he keeps to that schedule or if King Abdullah decides to return home to Amman. This is going to hit the Jordanian military very hard. I have traveled in the war zones in Afghanistan with the Jordanian military. They're a relatively small organization. Most of them know each other. King Abdullah personally knows his top commanders, of course. The pilot coming from a very prominent Jordanian family where relatives had served at high levels in the Jordanian military. So this is family business in Jordan. This is a society where it is a great honor to be in the military, where the tribal elements are very strong. And so this will hit Jordan very hard. It is an ongoing issue in Jordan. Many people questioning whether they want to be part of this coalition, others saying, yes, that Jordan wants to fight terrorism. So expect to see some reaction in Jordan in the coming hours. It'll remain to be seen what that reaction is from the people on the streets of Amman, but just horrifying, terrible news for his family. And I think we all, as with all of the other hostages who have been murdered, it is beyond our hearts going out to them. This is just horrible, horrible news. Ashley.